Hi guys, my name is Tara, for those of you who do not know, and today I'm doing something a little different, which is what I literally say in every single one of my videos, but that's okay. Like, my channel isn't coherent, and that's fine because I only have 20 subscribers, and I want to say 98% of those subscribers are my friends, and they don't really care what kind of content I post, so yeah. I'm gonna post whatever I want. Today we're talking about something that I have wanted to talk about for a while because I've had an issue with it for a while, and I just never really I don't know, I couldn't gather my thoughts, but I have watched a couple other people's videos about this, so don't I'm not copying them. I'll link the 2 videos that I watched about this down below that you can watch. And I just I feel like this topic should be talked about way more than it is, because I've only seen those 2 videos about it, and I think that people should know that this is not okay. I'm talking about family vloggers, right? And I don't think there's anything wrong with family vlogging as a concept, but how it's been done on many channels is toxic and not good at all. There are definitely ways to do family vlogging that isn't bad exactly, but there are some big family vloggers out here that I will name, because I don't honestly, if you want to hate on me, I don't give a shit.
I don't care about my haters, and if you want to fight me, then fight me.
Let's just dive right into it, just really dive right in. And I'm so for family vlogging, I am not saying that I've never watched a family vlogger because I'm against it, and I'm not no, I have watched family vlogs. Family vlogs are cute, they're fun, and who doesn't want to see a cute baby every now and then? I did watch Bratayley, I think that's what it is. Yeah. I did watch them a lot because I did gymnastics, and Anna, what was her name? Annie. She did gymnastics too, and I was I liked that, I guess. Yeah, they have 6.9 million subscribers. Wow, maybe I should get into family vlogging, just kidding. I still do watch some family vloggers, I still watch Ellen Fisher. Her kids are cute, but every time I would watch a family vlog, a family vlogger, I'd be this is weird. There's something about it that I always found kind of weird, and I couldn't put my finger on it. But after I watched those 2 videos that I'm gonna link in the description, I totally do know. I remember I understood why I found it weird, because there's this thing called child labor laws, and when your job is YouTube, you're literally filming your life as your job, so pretty much your life is your job, kind of. And these kids, young babies, newborn babies up to teenagers, all of them are technically working, since vlogs are just videos of these family vloggers are just videotaping their whole life, pretty much. And these kids are essentially working 24/7, or however often family vloggers film. And it just depends on the channel, some videos are just little bits of life, and others are very just entire life. When a child is under 14 in, I want to say, all states in the United States, that you're not allowed to work under the age of 14 unless you're doing just other chores, obviously, or things for, if you're working, technically working for your parents in non-hazardous situations is okay, in within child labor laws, but it's still you're not just working for your parents, you're also working to put out these videos that can be seen by millions and millions of people, which is problematic, because it's not just working for your parents, you're working for a giant audience, like the entire internet, like could conceivably see what you're doing. And that where it gets a little fuzzy. Like, there are no laws that cover YouTube, children on YouTube. There need to be, but there aren't any. Let's like look at like child actors. Obviously, children under the age of 14 act, and there are laws that protect them. Like, every day, a child actor can only work for 5 hours. They can stay on set for 8 hours, but they cannot work for any more than 5 hours. They have to have time for school, for resting, for eating, stuff like that. Children can't consent to being filmed. Like, under the age of like 10, 11, 12, like let's say 12. Under the age of 12, they cannot truly consent to being on camera and on YouTube. Especially children, I want to say under 5, they don't even, like, it's different now, I guess, because kids under the age of 5 do know what YouTube is. They don't really fully understand what is happening. I think children under the age of 12 don't really have a full grasp of what is happening when they're putting their lives on the internet. Maybe the parents ask, maybe they didn't. But when the child is that young, even if the parents say, hey honey, do you want to be on film for a YouTube video? Filming a child, the child isn't really doing anything. It's just living their life, you know? And so they don't really think of anything of it. I think there is an issue. I don't think there is an issue with children being on camera and on YouTube, but there is an issue with how often and how much of their lives are filmed. Their entire lives are out there on the internet, and their kids' lives are out there on the internet. Babies on the internet, and that is just like, they cannot consent to that. They don't understand what's happening. Once the child is like 12, 13, then they understand what's happening. They understand the magnitude of millions of people being able to watch them on the internet. And they can say, okay, yeah, I do like this, and I don't mind. I do like having people recognize me, and I'm okay with that. But kids younger than that, they just don't really understand what's going on. This really bothers me. Is there like fan pages run by older people for a 5-year-old? And I think that is so messed up. Why do you have a fan page for a 5-year-old? That's weird. Like, I am not here to shame anybody for having fan pages. Like, I had a fan page when I was younger, and that's okay. But I think it's crossing a line when you're taking these pictures of children who don't even fully grasp the concept of how they're famous or how they're recognized, and saying you love them, saying they're like, just like saying like, oh, I'm obsessed with them. That's going too far, and that is crossing a line that shouldn't even exist. Like, there shouldn't even have to be a line. A lot of the kids on family vlog channels are clearly being exploited. Like, your child is literally making your money for you. Like, I am gonna mention the big family vlogger that I am kind of like thinking of in all of these points I'm making, the Ace family. I know people who love them, and I'm not saying what they're terrible parents, or they're just like not good people and they're not raising their daughter right, but I am not trying to offend anyone, I swear. I would say I've seen about 5 of their videos. The couple themselves, they are nothing special, no offense to them. It's their daughter that is getting them views. Their daughter is so cute. She's so cute, it just makes you happy. But they are using her, they are putting her in their videos for views. Like, if they did not have her, they would not be getting nearly as many views as they're getting. Like, it just would not be, like, nothing. Not even close. Their daughter is cute. That is what is getting them views. They're boring, honestly, and they're kind of, like, cringy, and they would not be getting the views they are getting if they didn't have Elle. And she's literally making their money for them, and that's exploiting her, because she is literally working for them in a way that she doesn't even understand. And that is so, it's beyond messed up. Like, I don't know why anyone would think that is okay. Switching topics is something a little darker that I don't really like talking about and want to talk about, but it's something that needs to be talked about. These family vloggers, you don't know who's watching your YouTube videos. There's a difference between some creepy old man jerking off to my YouTube video because I'm an adult and I am like, okay, I know that I am on the internet and that some weirdos might be getting off to a video. Like that is something that I understand. But there are pedophiles in this world. There are more than you would like to think there are. And with the amount of content these family vloggers are putting out of their children, I feel like they might not even consider who is watching their videos. Like, obviously, you can't protect your children from everything. And there are going to be weird people in this life, inappropriate people, perverted people. But in my opinion, especially with children as young as a lot of the kids in these family vlogs, they should be protected from this. Like, I don't have a child. I am practically a child myself, but I have neighbors and their kids are 11 and 6, and I babysit them all the time, and they're kind of like family. The thought of taking a video of them, putting it online, and some pedophiles watching them on the internet is so beyond disgusting to me. It makes me feel physically ill. And I cannot comprehend why these parents are not thinking about that more. Obviously it's not like you can't just keep your child inside all day. You can't just like make sure your child never sees anyone else, because it's not the child's fault that there are weird people in this world. But I still think that you should try to protect them at least a little bit from this perversion, because like, I don't know why anyone would think it's okay to just put your child on the internet where everyone can see it. I'm not saying every single video of a child on the internet is bad. People need to think about it more, because like, that's just something I think people don't consider, and it needs to be considered because it is prevalent and there are people watching these videos for reasons that you don't even want to think about. And that is one of my biggest problems with family vloggers, is that I feel like they don't even consider who's watching their videos. They just think it's a bunch of like fans and then some haters, but they don't even think about that other darker side, and that is a problem, because the kids should be protected from that. And it's just, and especially with really big named, like the Ace family, for example, people know them, and like people, like there are ways to find addresses of famous people. Like, people do it all the time. And the thought of them putting videos of Elle on the internet where anyone can see them and people could potentially find their address, and that is just like sickening. Like, you can try everything, like you can really try your best to protect your privacy, but when you're a YouTuber, when you're putting your life out on the internet, you cannot. There is no way to protect everything like that, especially when you're filming your house and your life. People will know where you live, like the general area, and it's not safe for the kids. And so that, I think, is a reason people really need to scale back on filming their kids. Let's go to some happier topics, because I don't like talking about that. It's really gross. Really just awful to think about. But like, when I was a kid, I did some stupid things. I did some embarrassing things. And a lot of these kids who are in these families who vlog their lives, all of these stupid ideas, embarrassing things are going to be out on the internet that everyone will see, that when they are older, they'll look back on and think, oh my god, why is that on the internet? I don't want anyone to see that. Like, I've seen videos of families vlogging their daughter's first period. And I would never have wanted that. That is just something that that is something private that I wouldn't feel comfortable sharing, especially at the age of like 13. That, when you're just so awkward and uncomfortable with that kind of thing, that is just something that I don't think needs to be on the internet. And it's just like, there's no just like, a lot of people say, we're filming all this because we want to keep the memories. And I understand filming things for memories. I have a big box of cassettes at my house that are just full of videos of me when I was little. And I love watching them. It's so nice to just relive stuff like that. But you can film stuff and not put it on the internet. That is what I think people are not understanding, maybe, these family vloggers. You can film things and make memories without putting it on the internet. There is literally no need to put it on the internet. And I understand, like, they're saying, like, this is my job. I do YouTube. We're making memories and making money at the same time. And I think there needs to be a line drawn between that, because memories should, like, I understand wanting to document your memories, but to join that with a job and making money, I think, is inherently wrong, because then you're just gonna have this idea of memory making money, instead of just genuinely enjoying a memory, genuinely enjoying a time in your life. Like, when you're filming everything, you can't enjoy it to the fullest. For instance, a concert. I've been to concerts where I've literally filmed the whole thing, and I have been to concerts where I haven't filmed anything. And I 100% enjoy the concerts where I don't film anything way more, because you're actually present. When you're filming everything, you're just not 100% present. And I think these family vloggers in the future are going to realize that they missed out on a lot of things because they were constantly filming. And I'm like shitting on the Ace family a lot, but I honestly don't care because I don't like them. Their like intro, it's supposed to be like sweet. I think it's so cringy and stupid. No offense. But the part where she is, like, Elle is swinging on the swing and the mom, Catherine, yeah, is holding the camera. That is just, like, I don't know why that would be considered cute. That is sad. The kid is going to grow up thinking about memories with a camera, thinking about mom and dad always with a camera, never truly with them. It's always with a camera. And things are only happening because it would make a good vlog or stuff like that. And I also think that when there are these kids that grow up in a family vlog thing, they're forced to grow up too quickly because of how much social media they are on and how much attention they get. Like, you see the same thing with child actors, but at least there are laws protecting child actors. There are no laws protecting children on YouTube, which needs to change. Literally, their entire lives are on the internet. Everyone is scrutinizing the family and them at, like, the age of 8. That is not okay. Like, there definitely needs to be some lines drawn and some laws passed. And to just, like, close out the video, let's shit on the Ace family some more, you know? Let's talk about how their house was broken into. I'm not gonna say if I believe that it was real or it wasn't. I did watch a couple videos on it, and I do have my opinions, but I'm not gonna say them because I've already on them enough, and I'm just about to more. So this is a perfect example of safety not being taken into consideration, because they, like, if this person broke into their house, they possibly knew who they were and knew that they had money, because these family vloggers are parading around with showing off their money. And not saying that that's inherently wrong. Like, fine, parade around with your money, like your Gucci or whatever, your friggin', like, baby's, like, designer outfit. That's stupid, but, you know, whatever. But that people are going to see that, they're going to want to rob you. Like, obviously, like, I know it is not your fault if you are robbed, obviously, but I think, especially if you have kids, you want to protect them, and family vloggers just aren't doing that. I think that is the main issue, is safety. Their house was broken into, and the way they handled it was very strange to me, and inappropriate, that a parent should not behave like this. In the video, they are talking about their house being broken into, and they go into the house, and they take Elle upstairs into her room, and the dad goes to her closet with her and is looking at the closet, and he's like, look at all the stuff they stole, look at how they like did, like they tore it apart. And what the hell? That is just bad parenting. That is bad parenting. That is not how you should be handling the situation at all. And I know that video has been beaten to death, and I'm not like, I'm just using the video as an example. The way he handled that situation was wrong. That is, even I, as a person without children, knows that that's not the way to handle a situation like that. You should have, if your house was really broken into, you should have gone in and looked around, checked everything to make sure it was safe, cleaned up her room so she isn't worried about that. Because if I knew someone had broken into my house, and I saw all my stuff just lying out, people had rummaged through it, I would feel so unsafe. And I'm an adult. Think of what a small child is thinking in that kind of situation when they see that. That is just so wrong. And he should not have taken her in there when it was all messed up like that. He should have cleaned it up. He should have made sure everything was safe. He should have maybe said something about it being broken into, but not to that extent, because when children are that young, they need to be protected, and he did not do a good job of protecting her. Well, I think that's it. These kids, well, we will see how they turn out, because I think it's not going to be great. But on the other hand, there is a better way to do family vlogging, and that is to aim your family vlogs at other parents instead of children. Like, these family vloggers, most of the people that watch them are young children. Not super young, but still children. And I think, like, why? Like, if you aim your channel as more of a mommy channel or a daddy channel, mommy, daddy channel, as a parent's channel to other parents, catered to other parents, kind of talking about what life is like as a parent, sometimes filming the kids, but most of the time not, making sure that your kids are filmed maybe a quarter of the time. The other 3/4 of the time it's you talking or you doing stuff, because that is protecting your children, that is keeping them safe. That is making sure that they are not all consumed with this YouTube thing when they should just be living life as a child. They shouldn't be concerned about anything that has to do with YouTube, because it is completely inappropriate for them to be concerned about that at such a young age. And that is all I want to say about this. If you want another kind of video like this, I do have like a lot of ideas that I want to talk about, because I have a lot of opinions that I don't ever share online, because I don't want people to like hate me, but honestly I don't care. Oh, that's so funny to say. Yeah, I don't care. Like, if you hate this, if you are like really annoyed with what I'm saying, I'm sorry. But I just think, like, this is an issue that needs to be talked about. So my camera battery is literally about to die, so I'm going to say bye. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below any kind of video that you want to see from me in the future. Please subscribe. She begs. And I will see you guys in my next video. And yeah, I already said bye pretty much, so bye. That was so weird. Keep your kids off YouTube.